EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go on EA Sports. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. To throw, it's Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
Well, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing now is Murray. This is caught by Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal at the 1. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darrell Daniels taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. For the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards for number 11. Tannehill on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, it's Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the option, here's Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Their fullback try and push the pile. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal. Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. Tannehill looking to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, you know, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The drive will start with Connor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Connor. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On the ground with a tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Tannehill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's third down.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Jones has it. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones. 31 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And a catch made by Hopkins. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action. Now it's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on second and long. Murray. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second and 10, Tannehill is complete to Jones. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a first down throw. Tannehill going to throw deep for the end zone. Open man Julio. Touchdown Tennessee. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans would extend their lead here just before halftime. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught. in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. On the return, Andy Isabella. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. He's going to keep this again. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown! Ryan Tannehill able to spot Julio Jones for the touchdown there. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it.
And now they're going to fake it. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, a give to Connor. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 59 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. Trucks over him. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They're going for it. Hits Murray. They'll roll him out, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyle Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And finally brought down at the 38. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. And
Bullock will put this one through. And And that will give them a 12-point lead.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. On the return, Isabella. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Finding Green complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards. Murray now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead, they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing now, Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Titans are able to extend their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Get ready. Get ready.
Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Maybe a free play here for Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Tannehill going to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.